but I'm making dinner now just because I'm not allowed to eat for 12 hours from 7 p.m. because I'm doing like a massive health check tomorrow of like it's a health check I choose to do. It's not like I have to do it. And it's just basically gonna be testing everything, like a DEXA scan and stuff like that. If you've heard of that, it's like a whole body analysis. I'm gonna be doing that. So I have to stop eating at 7 p.m. tonight, so then I can do that health check tomorrow from 7 a.m. So I'm making dinner really early, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make minced beef. I'm making minced beef. Minced beef is really good because, so this is 200 grams of minced beef, and it's really good because it is basically, when they make minced beef, they get like cuts from all the parts of the cow, so there's loads of collagen inside of minced beef. So I like eating minced beef a lot. Hi lucky magats. I don't know if I said your name right. Yeah, I really like eating minced beef. It's really easy to get, it's really affordable and like high in protein, and it's got a good amount of fat, and fat is actually quite a good thing for you. Like animal fats and stuff, because just healthy, you know. I need to wait for this to heat up. I like cooking my minced beef on like kind of low temperature. I've got this extra virgin olive oil for cooking from Graza. Graza sent it to me, which was really nice. If you saw my other video I posted, it's basically an unboxing of all these things that brands have sent me, and like this was one of them, and I've been using this since. It's really good. I'm sort of just waiting for everything to heat up. So the dinner I'm making tonight is a really high protein dinner, because after this I'm going to the gym, and then I'm gonna go to sleep really early because I have to wake up at 7 a.m. like I said before. So yeah, what dinner is today is we're gonna be having cottage cheese. I'm using Filata, the Filata brand. The thing is, like, it's not 100% clean. Like, there's 3 ingredients, so that's not so bad. The first ingredient is cow's milk, which is 98%. Hello Ayat, hi, so nice to see you. And then the second ingredient is starter cultures. That's quite good because that's like prebiotics, but then they have a bit of food additives. The thing is, I'm not 100% strict on myself, because if you're too strict about the ingredients in your food, I think that can send you down a very unhealthy spiral, and you don't want to become like that. Hello Benti. I'm sorry if I'm saying any of your names wrong. I'm actually a little bit dyslexic. Oh, and then look what I got today. I found these tomatoes from this place called Sweet and Green Farm, and what's really cool is I actually went to this farm because I saw an advert of it on Instagram of like people picking tomatoes from the farm, and I literally was like, that is like my dream. Like, I love that stuff. So I went to the farm with my boyfriend on Valentine's Day. He took me, and we just like picked tomatoes and stuff. It was the funnest day out. And I just saw this at the local grocery market near me, because the farm's like 3 hours away. So yeah, I found it here, so I just got it. And I remember when I first tried these were so yummy. My brother got me really into tomatoes because, by the way guys, I'm heating everything up, so I'm just sort of waiting for that to heat up. I don't know if I should have started the live a bit later once it started heating, but yeah, okay, so the full meal, because I haven't even got to that part. The full meal for dinner is going to be cottage cheese, tomatoes, minced beef, and 1 or 2 eggs. I think I'm just gonna see how many I can eat, but I think I'm gonna cook 2 just in case. And then there's gonna be a little bit of rice that I had left over, because it was like, I buy rice in like portioned packets because I have a 7-Eleven next to me, and I just, they sell like 1 portioned packets of rice, so I just got one and then halved it, and yeah. So yeah, this is, you can't really see, like, I'll show you. This is everything we've got for dinner, and I'm so excited to have dinner. I mean, like, I actually really like eating, like, it's one of my hobbies. And I love cooking. I mean, as you can tell, I love cooking. Yeah. Okay, I think, I know I shouldn't touch the pan, but I think it's hot enough to start cooking. Look, so the hot water's not completely hot yet, but I'm gonna put the eggs in now, because I always find when I put eggs into boiling water, because I put my eggs in the fridge, if I put it into boiling water straight away, it's just gonna crack open, and then it's going to become like a poached egg, which I don't want. So whilst the water's sort of heating up, that's when I like to put my eggs in. So there we go, we're going to just leave that there. And I don't mind if it's like hard boiled. I prefer it overcooked instead of underdone, because I really don't like runny eggs. Okay, listen to the sizzle. I'm going to bring you a bit closer so you can hear the sizzle. Okay, no sizzle. I think that's because it's a non-stick pan. Sorry about that. That was a scam. I scammed you guys. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's because it's a non-stick pan, that's why. Actually, it never sizzles. So, sorry about that. Okay, next we're putting our Greek, I was about to say Greek yogurt because I was holding this, but we're putting the minced beef into the pan. And if you didn't join from the beginning, I mentioned that minced beef is really good for you because minced beef comes from all the parts of cow. So you get like all the ligaments, the tendons that you don't usually eat in lean steak, and they put that into minced beef because they grind it together. Minced beef or ground beef. I think UK people say minced beef and US people say ground beef. So ground beef. And yeah, so you get all the tendons, the ligaments, and like the parts between the muscles in minced beef, and that's why it's so nutrient dense and has so much collagen, so it's really good for your skin. And it, like, collagen basically makes your skin more elastic. Like, that's what's so good about it. This is 220 grams of minced beef, by the way. I like to cook it quite low so the minced beef stays sort of soft. I used to cook it on really high heat so it would like go a bit crispy, and that was really nice, but I felt like it wasn't the best for digesting after, so I prefer it like this instead. Oh my god, someone said my nails are cute. Thanks so much. I just got them done. So I'm so happy you noticed. I hadn't had them done for like 6 months. And I started feeling like I need to get them done because I want to be a girl again. So yeah. The place I got my minced beef from is really cool. So it's called Gourmet Market, and it's one of the best supermarkets where I live, and I live in Bangkok. And Gourmet Market's so cool because they have a restaurant inside where you can actually pick out the meats from the butcher that they have there, and then you can ask the chefs to cook it. So you can pick out the meat that you want and then have the chefs cook it. You do have to pay for a cooking fee, but it's only like $2 or $3 extra on top of the price of the meat. So I think that's pretty amazing for like if you're just out and you want to eat healthy, you actually can pick and select what you want. But I like cooking myself, like I find it therapeutic, so that's why like I actually prefer just bringing all the ingredients home and cooking that. Look, now you see the eggs are starting to boil, and I think because I put the eggs in before the water started boiling, it means like the eggs aren't gonna, like the temperature, they've got used to the temperature of the water, so it's not going to break, hopefully. I mean, sometimes it still happens. I literally think ground beef is one of the best protein hacks, like in the sense that it's actually affordable, and it's really tasty. Like I really like it. If you just add salt and pepper, then you get rid of like the meaty flavour if you don't like the taste of meat, and it's really yummy. I literally eat ground beef and ground chicken breast on repeat, and that's literally all I do for dinner. So that's sort of why I don't really make shorts on my dinners, because it's always the same and I feel like that's kind of boring to watch, but like I just eat the same stuff for dinner all the time. The ground beef is actually pretty much cooked. Did you see how quick that was? So I'm just gonna lower the heat a little bit onto 2 so it stays warm, and whatever little bits of rare meat there is left, it will just like sort of cook through whilst I prepare the rest of dinner. I don't know why, I like putting it into like a little circle to make it look clean. Okay, now I'm just going to heat up this rice because I just need to put it in the microwave. I really, like, even though I'm half Asian, people don't, like, I don't know really how to cook rice too well. Like, I can cook it, but it's never consistent, so I haven't hacked rice yet. I don't have a rice cooker, so I don't have that like cheat code, because I know using a rice cooker is really easy. But I just have pans and pots, so when I cook my rice I put it into a pot, and it always either turns out like rice pudding, which is just like a sloppy mess, or it sometimes on occasion will turn into rice, which is what I aim for. But because I'm so inconsistent with it, I just buy my rice from 7-Eleven, and yeah, I really like getting it from there. It's really good because you literally just put the rice, it comes frozen, you just put it into the microwave for like 2 minutes and it's cooked, and you get organic jasmine rice that's fluffy in 2 minutes, and that's really good. And that's why, like, you just need to know about these little things. If you find it hard to cook, like, there are like supermarkets and grocery shops will have these little things where you can just buy like pre-made things where you just heat it up. But I'm not talking about packet mixes or packaged meals, because usually they come with a lot of additives which you want to avoid. So the rice is done. I'm only doing a little bit of carbs because I am literally going to the gym after. And then, okay, so I get my plate, and yeah, you can see my plate. I'm gonna put cottage cheese on, I'm gonna do the rice first, so boom. I tried this cottage cheese this morning, it was so yummy, so I'm so excited to eat it again. I've sort of just been like waiting all day to have dinner so I can eat cottage cheese. With eggs, I sort of never know how to like, okay, I'm going to take this off the heat because it's cooking enough now. And once you take your beef off the heat, that's a good time to add in some salt if you want to. I actually don't think I will add any salt right now. I'm going to just see how it is first and then add the salt after. Okay, so look, we got our rice, cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is so good for you. It's so tasty as well. So it's basically very high in protein and very low in calories for the protein, and it's very satiating. Keeps you full for long. That doesn't look that great yet, but honestly, this is literally like a gym meal, and it's so yummy. Like, I literally eat this all the time. And then the tomatoes that I got from a farm, which is really cool. So I just need to wash them first because they are literally organic. I like how they've packaged this because the fact that they put cling film over the top literally proves that this wasn't packaged in a like manufacturing unit. Like it was literally just like someone cling filmed it over. Like they have these boxes, they pour the tomatoes in, someone cling films it over, and that's literally also how you can tell that it's quite natural. So I'm just washing them, if you can hear the water, by the way. I'll let that sit for a while in the sink, and then, okay, now, I think these eggs are going to be done pretty soon because, yeah, this live has been going on for 16 minutes so far, so the eggs are definitely done. I'm going to pour the hot water out and replace it with some new cold tap water before opening them up. That is me putting the tap water into the pot with the eggs. So it's just like that again. And I'm just gonna let that like sit on the side, not on the heat because otherwise it will just keep getting hot and I don't want it to get hot anymore. You know, if you want like different, if you want the eggs to be cooked like more yolky or like more, what's the word? When it's like, it's not liquid, but it's like soft boiled, then you cook it for like 6 minutes, 5-6 minutes. But I've cooked it for like 8 minutes, so I think it's going to be like sort of soft, but not too hard, because I don't like completely hard boiled. Okay, now I am adding the minced beef to the plate. Actually, this is quite a lot of minced beef, but this is going to be my last meal of the day because, like I said, I have a health check tomorrow, which is by choice, by the way, so it's not like anything alarming, but it's just that to do the test properly, I have to like stop eating from 7 p.m. Okay, so far it's looking like this, and this ground beef literally is such good quality ground beef, so I'm really excited to try it. I've only used half of the cottage cheese. It's so yummy, but I'm not too hungry right now. Like it is only, what, 4:50 p.m, so I'm not too hungry. And then next is, okay, now the tomatoes are ready. I'm just gonna add over some chopped tomatoes. Sorry, that's just me getting my chopping board. So I've got like 4 tomatoes. I'm just gonna chop it in half because, I mean, sometimes I don't chop it, I just have it as a whole tomato, but I do sometimes feel like a rabbit if I do that, so I feel like chopping them today. I'll just put that here. Tomatoes are honestly just one of my favourite foods. If I could choose one food in the world, though, it would not be tomatoes, it'd probably be steak to eat, because I love steak. Actually, I'm going to do one more tomato because I feel like these are from the farm, so they're going to be so yummy. And yeah, if you've ever been to Spain, you'll know that tomatoes are literally so good there. Like, they're so sweet. Okay, now this part, I always struggle with cracking open boiled eggs for some reason. Like, to me, it is not easy. I'm going to try just like crack open the shell. I usually do it over some water, so sorry if this part's quite boring, because, I mean, it is just cracking open an egg, but for some reason I really struggle with it. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to do it. Like, I find it very fiddly to do. I might have to do it over the tap because I don't like all the little shell parts that are coming. Okay, I'm gonna do it over the tap, sorry. Sorry it's a bit off camera, so you can't see. Okay, I think next time I'm not going to do the eggs this way. Oh my god, I've done this very badly. Oh my god, that looks horrible. This is how it looks. That doesn't look like an egg, but it's just been peeled wrong. So sorry about that. Okay, the next egg I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cut it in half. I think you can cut eggs, right? I'm not really an egg expert, but I've only recently this is crazy because I love cooking and I've been cooking for years, but I haven't been doing boiled, like I haven't known how to do, yeah, you can't cut eggs, by the way. I'm just still gonna try because I really don't like peeling them. I find it too time consuming. I'm sure there's a better method to peel eggs, but yeah, I haven't found it yet. I'm gonna try and figure it out. Okay, there we go. Okay, that looks horrible, but it's okay because it's edible. That's important. And we're not gonna get any salmonella from that because look how perfectly that is cooked. And guys, this is dinner for tonight. Look how amazing that is. That there's 2 eggs, there's 200 grams of ground beef. If you can get grass-fed ground beef, that is even better. If you can't, just get grain-fed. Like it's very similar, but like if you can, like you can always try and get healthier. Oh, I am gonna add one more thing after. And if you know what I'm gonna add, try and put it down in the comments because I'd love to see if anyone can guess. And then yeah, I've got some cottage cheese, but it's sort of blending in with the rice. But yeah, here's the cottage cheese and it's so yummy, so creamy, such a good flavour. It's like, I couldn't recommend cottage cheese more. And then some jasmine rice, which is not like the best, it's not the most beneficial, but like I'm going to the gym after, so I think it's gonna give me some energy, which will be good. I could avoid it if I wanted to, but it's okay. And then some cherry tomatoes from the farm. That's so yummy. Oh, okay, so someone said tapping the egg with a little spoon before boiling it. Oh, okay, that's really interesting. Maybe I'll try that next time. Because honestly, I just don't get eggs at the moment. I used to just fry them all the time, but I don't really like adding oil to things when I don't need to. So yeah, I wanted to keep it like just an egg, like a low calorie, high protein, very nutritious egg, and I didn't want to add anything, so yeah, that's really helpful. Okay, but talking about oil, not all oil is bad for you. This is extra virgin olive oil, and if you didn't know, extra virgin olive oil is like one of the most nutrient dense foods in the world, and I literally recommend you eat it every single day if you can. It has so many benefits and it like promotes longevity as well. Obviously it also depends which type of extra virgin olive oil you consume, so if you're gonna consume it, make sure you do actually invest in a good quality one that is picked, like where the olives are picked early, and also hopefully it's in like a UV protected container, so it's like safe from the sun, and that's how you optimize on like getting the best quality extra virgin olive oil. Okay, I'm gonna add like a little bit over. I'm not gonna measure it because I don't think I have a measuring spoon, but I'll add basically like 1 teaspoon. Oh yeah, I'll just use a teaspoon because it's very calorie dense and I'm not trying to have too many calories, but it's very nutritious, so it's definitely something you should not avoid. So I'm gonna show you where should I add it over? Like I'm gonna do over the cottage cheese. Yummy. Okay, and also you can tell if it's very good, if it's a very good quality extra virgin olive oil, because when you taste it, it's gonna be very peppery or like somewhat kind of spicy. And yeah, that also means it's very good. And that's gonna be good for your skin too. Okay, so I am actually gonna finish up the live, so thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna take 1 bite though for you, so you can just also enjoy this meal. My spoon isn't clean, so sorry if that looks a bit gross, but I swear, not gross at all. Very yummy, very nutritious, very healthy. You can literally eat this every day. You shouldn't eat the same thing every day forever because you need a bit of variety. But yeah, this is such a good go-to if you are struggling with like what to eat for dinner, or like struggling with like high protein meals. And if you didn't know about cottage cheese, to incorporate that into your diet if you can. So yeah, I'm gonna take a bite. If it's a bit plain, I'm gonna add a bit of salt, but honestly, I really like the flavors of just natural ingredients by itself, so I might just keep it as that. That's so good. It doesn't need any salt, doesn't need any pepper. On days when I'm very sweaty, like because I live in a really hot climate, I live in Thailand. On days like when I'm really hot outside and sweating, I will try and eat more salt just to keep myself and my body hydrated, because salt holds on to water. But yeah, this is it. Like I don't need to add anything onto this, and I'm not going out besides going to the gym, so so good. Thanks so much guys for, sorry, I shouldn't talk with my mouth. I shouldn't talk with my mouth open, hold on. Thanks so much guys for being here for my first live ever. I'm gonna try and do more of these because I make dinners like every day, and I didn't know if you guys would be interested in seeing some of that side of things. So thank you guys so much for joining for today's episode of high protein dinner, and thanks, and I'm gonna go now and eat this. So bye.